broader AI landscape. Adam Kovacevich is with us now as well, Chamber of Progress CEO and founder. Paul Meeks of Freedom Capital Markets is still with me as well. And Adam, as we look at the AI landscape here, Perplexity is not as much of a household name within AI. Is this just a marketing move on its part?
Yeah, I think their hottest product is publicity. I think these offers keep Wall Street buzzing without them having to spend a dime. You know, one week we hear that the big tech wants to buy Perplexity. The next week they're kind of swaggering in as a potential buyer. Back in March, they said they were putting in a bid to buy TikTok. TikTok wasn't for sale. I think the press clip is the point, right? As you noted, the value of Chrome is double or more than Perplexity's own value. When the check would be bigger than the balance sheet, I think you're selling headlines, not buying browsers. But look, I mean, I think founders know that swagger can kind of goose valuations. Getting their name uttered in the same breath as Chrome kind of signals big league, right? It sets a higher price for if someone tries to scoop you up. And let's face it, it kind of worked. We're here talking about Perplexity, aren't we? Right? So unfortunately for them, it's not about how valuable their core product is.
But Paul, you know, when you look at the Chrome situation, the Alphabet situation, do you think that they are going to be forced to spin off Chrome? I mean, we've talked to some analysts who say even if they do, it's not necessarily a bad thing for Alphabet.
I agree that it won't necessarily be a bad thing, but I think when you get to the end of the day, I don't think that the feds are going to force the divestiture. So this deal or proposed deal by Perplexity AI, so premature. The other thing that's going on with Perplexity AI, though I do think Perplexity AI is a real deal company, is it's rumored that they may sell themselves to Apple. And so you want to crank up the PR machine to drive up your valuation so Apple takes you at a bigger price. So I think that might also be at play here. Right.
That's sort of what Adam was referring to as well, all part of the same hype machine, if you will. But guys, at base here, we're talking about which LLM model is the best, right? Perplexity, as we said, doesn't have as high a profile. We just had OpenAI come out with GPT-5, and there were some critics out there of how well it was working. Adam, I want to take this to you. Like, which is going to be the winning LLM model? Everybody is obviously throwing a lot of money at various models and platforms. And what determines who's going to win in the end as well?
Well, we don't know. I think, and that's great. I think it's great that we don't know because the fact is we have this intense competition between models, and that's exactly what you want to see. I think in some ways, you know, some of the most recent economic data shows that we kind of have a little bit of a split screen economy right now, right? We've got AI as the engine kind of pulling the economy, and consumer spending on AI growing faster than all consumer outlays, right? Data centers, GPUs, all of that, right? Roughly 60% of the S&P 500 gains came from the AI six-pack, right? Microsoft, NVIDIA, Meta, Amazon, Google, Apple. And so you take away that surge, and the economy wouldn't be looking as strong as it is. So I think it's great that we have all this competition between so many companies, and the fact that that is the case shows that, you know, competition is alive and well here.